Hey, how's it going everyone? Outlaw Client here, back again this week with some more Dragon Ball FighterZ gameplay. In this week's episode I want to talk a bit about some of the new tech. I mean, with new games come new tech, so I want to talk a bit about the tech that each of the characters have, and pretty much how they can use it in order to help make their game style a bit more effective. I'll mostly be focusing on Android 18, Gotenks and Goku Black, because those are the characters that I've played as the most so far, and I guess I've got a decent grasp on their gameplay style. But anyway, before I get into that, I just wanted to make a a huge thanks to everyone who subscribed to me in the last few weeks, or I should say the last week and a half mostly. And again, I really appreciate the subscriptions, guys. In case you guys aren't sure what I'm talking about, it's actually the YouTube partnership program, which recently changed its policies. So as of the 20th of February, you'll need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in order to have a partnership. And to be honest, the main problem with that for me is just that there are quite a few things being stripped away. You know, I'm losing access to quite a few big things. So yeah, I always appreciate new subscriptions if you're interested in the video. And also, if you're in a similar situation to me, you know, I don't mind. Just post a comment down below, let me know about your channel, and you know, I don't mind checking it out. I mean, if I enjoy it, you know, if I like what I see, then I'll probably subscribe. And to be honest, I'm quite an easy guy to entertain, so yeah, there's that. But anyway, back to the video. So first up, as you guys probably saw, Android 18, I managed to just narrowly escape death. Like, Goku was going in, he went crazy. But Android 18's tech mostly revolves around Android 17. Now, if she uses a quarter circle back and either light, medium or heavy, she can call in, or even special as well, you can actually call in Android 17 and he'll do a different attack depending on the strength of the button that you just pressed. Now, the one that I use quite a lot is the air medium, or quarter circle back medium, like you see there. And pretty much it sends 17 forward. I think he homes in on the opponent a bit, so he goes in with an overhead attack, and of course then you can like go in and try and follow up, and pretty much it helps you open up the enemies because it creates like a 50-50 type situation, so they have to block high or low depending on what you choose pretty much after Android 17 hits. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Android 18, she gangs up. She's a bit of a cheat, I'm not gonna lie. She gangs up, you know, she can make it 3-on-1 because you can actually call out another assist, like you can see me there using Goku Black, and then call out 17 as well, and you know, you've already ganged up on your opponent, so I mean, no complaints here, to be honest. But as I was saying, definitely utilizing Android 17 is the biggest part of Android 18. Definitely something you want to use quite a lot. Now, another thing as well is when you use a launcher in the corner, if you call out 18 using the medium one, quarter circle back and medium, then you can allow 18 to hit the opponent back down to the ground, and it's really good because you can combo after this if you use a super dash. So call Android 17 up and then use a super dash, and then you can continue your combo with a bit of extra damage, and you know, nice for taking on that little bit of extra damage. But now Android 17 uses doesn't actually stop there. With the use of Android 17, 18 can actually combo into a rush, or a dragon rush, which is equivalent to this game's grab, and it's really effective because most other characters have to use like a meter to use a snap vanish and then combo them, or go into the dragon rush after a wall bounce. But luckily 18 can do that. If she calls 17 in the air and then jumps up and uses a dragon rush, then you'll be able to pretty much, yeah, use the dragon rush and then snap your opponent out, or so on, and pretty much just alter your game plan depending on, you know, if you want to snap out a character so that you can snap them out and then snap them back in, and then they'll lose the blue health. You know, it's a huge amount of strategy involved in this. But yeah, another thing as well about Android 17 is that if you use the heavy version as well, you can call him out. And I mean, at first I thought he was just there to smack talk. I thought maybe it was a taunt, you know. I thought they went all Street Fighter 4 Dan on us and made a taunt cost some super meter. But no, Android 17 will stand out there for a bit, and while he's talking, if the opponent calls in any assists, then he'll actually attack them, essentially preventing them from attacking and doing a bit of damage in the well, simultaneously. However, if the opponent is also using Android 18, then they can actually use their assist, you know, the energy barrier, and they'll absorb some ki. So yeah, definitely think about using that, you know, think about throwing that out if you're facing another Android 18 opponent. But yeah, those are most of the things about Android 18, or her main real gimmick. So yeah, definitely learn to utilize Android 17 and you'll be putting on, or piling on, the pressure on your opponent. So next up, I've also been playing Gotenks quite a bit, and to be honest, I've played him probably the least out of the 3 characters. Of course I was able to play as Android 18 in the beta, but Gotenks, haven't had too much time with him. Now Gotenks is quite a strong character, to be honest. He's not like top tier, you know, he's not crazy broken tier, he's not Sentinel or Magneto where you just pilot them in Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and there's infinites all day. No, he's not broken or anything, but he's got some good potential. I mean, I think his major weaknesses are his short range alongside his low damage. But I mean, he can, if you use your assists right, you can actually extend his damage. Extend his combos to do some decent damage. Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, I got an achievement there. The pain. See, that achievement was actually the pain of the online system, because for the life of me, I just could not find any online matches. Like, it was seriously bugged at one point. I just couldn't get anything, and I think the arena matches are still sort of bugged as well. But I digress. So anyway, like I was saying with Gotenks, I think he relies a lot more on his ghost kamikaze moves, like knocking down the opponent and then going in with the ghost kamikazes. Because if you press, or if you use the right bumper, or yeah, on PlayStation it should be, I believe it will be R1, then you can call out a few of the ghosts, like you call out 6 of the ghosts, which will straight away rush into the opponent. But however, if you use the quarter circle forward and the right trigger, or yeah, so I'm trying to think of the equivalent, yeah, so R2 on PlayStation, if you use quarter circle forward and R2, then you actually call out ghosts, 4 ghosts this time, and these ones will actually move depending on what button you press. So you know, if you press light, then it will be the, I believe it's like the front ghost, and medium will be like the top ghost, and so on. And I guess sort of think of like Menat from Street Fighter 5, you know, when she sends out the orbs. You know, I believe you control it based on pressing one of the buttons, but anyway, very similar mechanic there. But I think that's sort of how it's supposed to be played. Like, that's the mechanic that allows him to go in. I mean, to be honest, it's sort of ironic because I mentioned how I think that's how his playstyle should be centered around. However, I barely even use it in the entire video, so yeah, there's that. But you know, I need a bit more practice. I'm just, you know, just warming up. This is a little warm up. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, so you want to use the ghost to try and get in, and it can definitely help. It's funny because his quarter circle forward punch can actually be used. You can actually link it to his other specials, so you can use his quarter circle back to use the dynamite kick, I guess. I don't know, it's not actually called the dynamite kick, but he shouts it every time, so it's going to be called dynamite kick to me now. But yeah, you can use that to combat, as you can see there, and then yeah, use a snap vanish and then combo into other things like the die missile barrage, which is sort of like Vegeta's assist. So yeah, good stuff. I definitely need to use him a bit more to fully understand, but I think that's the basic overview of him. Now, finally, the one, the only, the Goku Black, which I call him Goku Pink. I mean, that's not really black. Anyways, Goku Black is a really strong character in this game. He stuck out to me as easily top 5 in this game. He seems to have every single tool that you need. I mean, he has a meterless teleport with his instant transmission. You know, can make some dodgy cross-up situations. I mean, you can spend a meter to do a cross-up, but you know, you can sort of mix up your opponent, so it can be very tricky. But Goku Black can pretty much play how you want him to. He has a full screen command grab with Zamasu, and he'll grab the opponent. You know, like I said, it's a true command grab, so they can't block that. Very powerful, and you can, if you use Snap Vanish, then you'll be able to combo into that. By the way, it's actually just called Vanish. I always say Snap Vanish because I've played Xenoverse too much. But anyway, no, Goku Black, really strong character. Yeah, I don't know. Well, sorry, no, the footage is just ending. There we go. Managed to beat Android 16. But yeah, like I was saying with Goku Black, really strong character. He actually does quite a lot of damage even on his own, like without assists. So you can really pile on the damage if you have a few bars spare, as you guys might have seen before. I also used that combo where you use the quarter circle forward, medium, causes the wall bounce, and then you can like follow up with a super once you hit the ground. And that's another thing, his supers as well, all of them work both on the air, in the air and on the ground, so you don't have to be touching the ground when you use your super. So yeah, that's another positive of Goku Black. And another thing as well, he has a really good air dive as well. Air dive? Yeah, that's it. The dive kick. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. But yeah, he has a really good dive kick as well. And if you meter burn that, you can cause another wall bounce. So Goku Black combos are absolutely insane. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more Goku Blacks online. I definitely have been seeing loads of Goku Blacks online. But yeah, really looking forward to see how the meta develops, and you know, just to see whether a lot of people as well competitively will be playing him. But again, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope I haven't bored you to death, but I thought I'd just, you know, offer my quick insight on the characters. I'm having a lot of fun with them so far, but yeah, I just need to experiment a bit more, because it hasn't even been a week yet since this game was released. So once again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Again, like I said before, I definitely appreciate it if you subscribe. If you enjoyed this, definitely leave a subscription, a like, and a comment. You know, just tell me who are your guys. Who did you choose as your main characters, and what do you think of these characters as well? Are you quite interested? Have you seen Goku Black, the combo potential, and it sucked you into the trap of Goku Black? I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts, guys. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and until next time, peace out.